Dr. Chia.
Deputy Speaker, sir, fire is a horrific event, and the amendments to this Act are timely and will strike a balance between empowering the Singapore Civil Defence Force, which has always been working tirelessly to keep us all safe from the scourge of fire, to continue upholding high fire safety standards and ensuring public safety, as well as managing the cost for building owners and industry stakeholders. Now, in Singapore, most fires are the results of accidents and, in some cases, negligence, but we should also be on guard against sabotage and attacks, including those related to criminal and terrorist activities. And we can draw from lessons from fire incidents in other countries. First, allow me to comment on the need for critical fire safety features for all buildings. Earlier this month, last month, the Kyoto animation arson attack in Japan tragically took 35 lives, all employees in their 20s and 30s. The building had just passed a fire safety inspection in October last year, but as it was designated a small office building, it was exempted from installing fire sprinklers, indoor fire hose wheels, and protected staircases leading to external areas. All safety features which could have helped reduce the number of lives lost and which are thankfully included in this bill. Hence, I fully support the proposal to require owners of older buildings to upgrade and install critical fire safety features to keep up with the latest fire code. In particular, I hope to see wider adoption of smoke detection and sprinkler systems in all buildings by owners. Such features are necessary regardless of the size or the designated building use. As the Kyoto animation fire had shown, regulators should not make exemptions as precious lives are at stake and fires consume buildings both big and small. The Ministry has indicated that it is prepared to be flexible and may accept alternative solutions for buildings which encounter technical problems installing such features. I appeal to SCDF to adhere to its high standards. Understandably, all owners will be concerned with cost, but alternatives which compromise on safety should not be permitted. Now, I have a question regarding the evacuation of persons with mobility problems. Now, the new regulations require at least 2 compartmented rooms for horizontal evacuation, but only for healthcare buildings primarily. Now, what about other buildings? With our rapidly aging population and integration of persons with disabilities into our workforce, we can expect more persons with mobility issues in our workplaces, as well as other buildings, including residences. What provisions do we have in the protected stairways to enable the safe evacuation of the less able or the disabled? Let me move on to fire safety products, which many other members have already brought up. Now, fire safety products used in buildings do play a very important role, and we're all aware of the examples of the Toh Guan Road Industrial Complex fire in 2017 and London's Grenfell Tower Inferno just a month later. The external cladding in both cases accelerated the spread of the fire, and I, including others, have raised these concerns in this House previously. Grenfell Tower also had similar deficiencies as the Kyoto animation building in lacking a fire sprinkler system and having only one stairway, which the survivors later reported were blocked and full of smoke, an indication that the fire doors had failed. The amendments which are specified in Part 5 of the Act to empower SCDF to go upstream to punish suppliers which provide non-compliant products and building materials and ban their use is certainly a step in the right direction. Such a move would enhance the fire safety of materials used in new buildings. However, in the meanwhile, what about downstream consequences? Would the Ministry consider conducting, from now, spot checks and audits on existing buildings and require replacements should there be deficiencies due to less stringent fire safety standards applied in the past, or perhaps because of deterioration over time? I would like to conclude with my support for the bill and look forward to the clarifications on these issues. Thank you.